right, and we're going to call to order the November 30th Norton Select Board meeting. Here tonight are Denise Luciano, Alec Rich, and myself. The town manager is joining us remotely. There he is. Can you hear us, Mike?
I can hear you, yep.
All right, great. Steve Hornsby and Meg Arts are not able to join us tonight. So we will start off with Peter leading us on the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Peter.
Welcome, Kev.
All right, so first up we have an appointment as a part-time account clerk. So Mr. Units, do you want to give us a quick background on this?
Sure. As you remember, Sarah was hired as an interim in the town clerk's office, and she's worked out very well. And so we now are requesting to appoint her to the part-time position that's been vacant in that office.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions or concerns? All right. Then I will entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to appoint Sarah DeAndrea as part-time account clerk in the town clerk's department.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, sounds good. Next up are the approval of minutes from November 16th. Any questions or discussion?
I took a look at them.
Okay,
Fine.
all right.
I'll motion to approve the minutes for November 16, 2023.
Second.
Okay, hearing a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right, so it's that time of year. We have a lot of license renewals coming up for the town. It's Alec's honor to be the select board clerk, so he gets to read all of these licenses into the record. So I'll turn it over to Alec.
Okay, so I'm making a motion to approve the 2024 renewal licenses for all restaurant licenses. Vote subject to receipt of 304 certificates signed by the fire chief and building inspector. License for Yana Norton LLC, DBA 123 Beer, Wine, and Smoke at 57 West Main Street, Unit C, for retail package wine and malt. Alberto's Pub and Pizza, Inc., DBA Alberto's, 241 Mansfield Avenue, for Common Vic All Alcoholic, Common Vic, Jukebox, MASE for Jukebox. The Chateau Restaurant of Norton, Inc., DBA The Chateau Restaurant, 48 Bay Road, for a CVAA CV, live entertainment, dancing, MASE for live entertainment, dancing. City Oasis Incorporated, 50 Pleasant Street, for CVAA CV, live entertainment, dancing, DJ, 5 coin-operated pool tables, 2 video games, jukebox, MASE for live entertainment, dancing, DJ, video games, coin-operated pool tables, jukebox. 292 LME Inc., DBA The Downtown, 292 West Main Street, CVAA CV, live entertainment, dancing, jukebox, MASE for live entertainment, dancing, and jukebox. Team Norton Inc., DBA Fiesta Mexican Restaurant, 175 Mansfield Ave, CVAA and CV. Goat City Pub Inc., DBA Goat City Pub, 184 West Main Street, CVAA CV, live entertainment, dancing, MASE for live entertainment, dancing. Umi Yadham Corp., DBA Highland Farm, 194 South Worcester Street, RPAA CV. Hops on the Hill LLC, DBA Hillside Johnny's, 336 Old Colony Ave for CVAA CV, live entertainment, karaoke, 1 video game, 1 pool table, jukebox, MASE for live entertainment / karaoke, video game, pool table, and jukebox. Zhang and Chen Inc., DBA Jasmine Garden, 113 Mansfield Ave, CVAA, CV, live entertainment. Kelly's Place at the Crossing Inc., DBA Kelly's Place, 292 East Main Street, CVAA, CV. Mac and Waltz Inc., 363 Old Colony Road, CVAA, CV, live entertainment, MASE for live entertainment. SPGRS Corp., DBA Mass Gas, 62 Mansfield Ave, RPWM. Michelle's Corner Store Inc., DBA Michelle's Corner Store, 325 West Main, Units 1 through 4, RPAA. Konstantinos J. Babanakis, DBA Mike's Famous Pizza, 105 Taunton Ave, CVAA, CV. Northeast Golf Properties Inc., DBA Norton Country Club, 188 Oak Street, CVAA, CV, live entertainment, dancing, MASE for live entertainment, dancing. Kaival Krupa Corp., DBA Norton Liquors, 175 Mansfield Avenue, Suite 2, RPAA. Shri Jalaram LLC, DBA Old Colony Wine and Spirits, 376 Old Colony Road, RPAA. Produce Barn Incorporated, DBA Produce Barn, 72 Mansfield Ave, RPAA. NEHA Corp., DBA Quick Stop, 250 East Main Street, RPAA. Sabatino's Trattoria, Inc., Trattoria, DBA Sabatino's Trattoria, 111 West Main Street, CVAA, CV. Speedway of Massachusetts LLC, DBA Speedway 2411, 125 West Main Street, RPWM, CV. J. Kotak LLC, DBA Sun Market, 181 West Main Street, RPWM. Wendell's Pub Inc., 30 West Main Street, CVAA, CV, jukebox, 1 video game, MASE for jukebox, 1 video game. Wheaton College, 26 and 28 East Main Street, CVWM, CV, live entertainment at the Loft. Common victualler to serve food at tables. Heng Corporation, DBA Bagels and Cream, 57 West Main Street, CV. Great Woods Donuts, Inc., DBA Dunkin' Donuts, 175 Mansfield Ave, CV. Route 123 Donuts, Inc., DBA, excuse me, DBA Dunkin' Donuts, 420A Old Colony Road, CV. Express Pizza, LLC, 360 Old Colony Road, CV. MAJJT Properties, LLC, DBA Fat Cousins Pizza, 288 East Main Street, CV. Honeydew Operations, Inc., DBA Honeydew Donuts, 61 West Main Street, CV. HH and SH Corp., DBA Main Street Pizzeria, 63 East Main Street, CV. P&D Management, LLC, DBA McDonald's, 175 Mansfield Ave, CV. Norton House of Pizza, 57 West Main Street, CV. Ultimate Pizza, Inc., DBA Pizza Time, 250 East Main Street, CV. Norton Subs, Inc., DBA Subway, 130 Mansfield Ave, CV. Yai's Kitchen, LLC, 63 East Main Street, CV. So Class 1, agent or seller's license for the sale of new motor vehicles. Class 2, used car dealer's license to buy and sell secondhand motor vehicles. And Class 3, motor vehicle junk licenses. Edward Fontenot, DBA Colonial Motors, 380 Old Colony Road, Class 2. Edward Bro, DBA Ed's Auto Body and Repair, 16R Somerset Street, subject to receipt of a $25,000 bond, Class 2. Exit Leasing LLC, 253 Mansfield Ave, Class 2. Fleet First Inc., 92A East Main Street, Class 2. Fogarty Enterprises, 97 Oak Street, Class 3. John M. Freeman and Dorothy A. Freeman, DBA Freeman's Garage, 29 Ford Road, Class 2. John M. Freeman and Dorothy A. Freeman, DBA Freeman's Garage, 29 Ford Road, Class 3. Midway Collision Center, Inc., 85 Mansfield Ave, Class 2. Quality Van Sales, Inc., 349 Old Colony Road, Class 1. Trans International Autos, Inc., DBA Route 123 Motors, 406 Old Colony Road, Class 2. Lodging House, 8 Pine Street, LLC, Peter G. Bird, owner, 8 Pine Street, Lodging House. The North Cottage Program, Inc., 69 East Main Street, Lodging House, CV. Taxi Limousine Service, SACAR LLC, 44 Pine Street, limousine, 1 vehicle. Vital Voyage LLC, 7 North Washington Street, taxi, 2 vehicles. As of 11/30/23.
Well done.
Great job.
You need a drink or a
That ain't gonna hurt.
fan or something? All right, so we have a motion to approve those licenses,
I motion to approve the licenses as read.
okay? And
Second.
second, okay? Before we take a vote, Mike Eunice, do you have anything to add to any of those?
Nope, that's good. You did a great job.
All right, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, great. And because we don't want to give you a break, we'll go right into announcements.
First one is the Festival of the Lights this Sunday. Norton Park and Rec is hosting it at the Norton Town Common at 5 o'clock. The live music and cookies and cocoa, tree lighting, Santa, crafts and more. Donate a toy or clothing and be entered to win a ride to a Norton school on a fire truck. For more info, you can call Park and Rec at 285-0228. But that's this Sunday on the Common at 5 o'clock. And then we have the Norton Fire Department and the C2 Foundation sponsoring the toy drive at the Festival of Lights. Let's help the kids in our neighborhood. Please donate new unwrapped toys and winter clothing, coats, gloves, mittens, hats, scarves. Everyone who donates an item will be entered to win the same ride on the to Norton School on the fire truck. For any info, you can call the fire department non-emergency line at 285-0240. And then we have the Letters to Santa program sponsored by the Norton Park and Rec as well. This is in conjunction with the Festival of Lights in the Common this Sunday. Children can drop off their letters at the Festival of Lights this Sunday at the Town Common from 5 to 6, or at the Town Hall lobby preceding Sunday, so tomorrow. Town Hall will be open tomorrow, 8:30 to 12:30. In order to facilitate the program, this letter, which is on the website, on the Norton Park and Rec website, fill it out and submit it with the child's letter. That's a donation of $5 per family to support the administrative cost of this program is requested. Donations can accompany the letter, and please make checks payable to the town of Norton. And then Wheaton College is hosting the Winterfest Monday, December 4th from 4 to 6:30. Celebrate the winter season on the Dimple at Wheaton with food trucks, free treats, craft vendors, musical performances, illuminated ice sculptures, horse-drawn carriage rides, and more. Attendees are encouraged to bring non-perishable food items to the Norton Cupboard of Kindness, for the Norton Cupboard of Kindness, donation bins in Emerson Dining Hall. Students, staff, and faculty, their families, and members of the Norton community are all invited.
Cool, that's great. All right, thanks, Alec.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next up on the agenda is new business, and we have a public hearing on a petition from National Grid and Verizon. So we just need a motion to open the public hearing.
I'll motion to open the public hearing for a petition of Massachusetts Electrical Company, DBA National Grid and Verizon New England.
Okay? Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Let's do a roll call vote. So Denise?
Aye, yes.
Ally?
Yes.
And I am a yes. So, Mike, we have this public hearing. I'm not sure if, oh, someone from National Grid is here? No? I don't think so. So, Mike, what should we do here? I think typically they would come in and sort of present to us. Is that correct?
Correct, they should be there, so, if you could, open the hearing and continue it to a later date, to the next meeting.
Okay. All right, so I'll take a motion to continue this hearing because we do not have a representative from National Grid or Verizon here.
I will motion.
Mike,
Yeah,
Yep.
it looks like as attendees, there's a Jeff and Greg.
online,
Yes, so I don't know if that might be him that's trying to represent them.
okay. So, if Charlene can make him a panelist. What is he on under?
There's Jeff
Okay, I see it.
and
I hope it's actually them.
If he if he could send me his email, I can forward him the link. So if you send me your email to myunits@nortonmaus.com, I'll send you the link.
Okay, while we're doing that, we have to wait for them. We'd have to close the public hearing.
Right.
We can't really do anything until we
Well,
could take a,
as long as you didn't open it before 7:15, you can hold off and go on to other business until Jeff gets on.
okay, do we need to close the public hearing since we opened it, or can we
Um,
just go ahead?
Did you really open it?
We did.
Okay. Just make a motion to continue the public hearing, and then you'll reopen it when he gets on.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to continue the public hearing on the petition of Massachusetts Electrical Company doing business as National Grid and Verizon New England to locate poles, wires, and fixtures.
and just go with that.
Yeah,
Second.
okay.
Okay, so we're gonna continue, have a motion to continue until we get these guys online. So Denise,
Yes.
okay, Alec,
Yes.
okay, I too am a yes. Okay, so when they get on, we'll reopen the public hearing. So we have a couple of things that are on the agenda that we're going to have to table for another meeting. The first is item number 3 under new business. Bill Lippincott is not able to join us tonight. He's just going to come talk about the Norton Employment Support Group out of the TCC Church, but he's not able to come tonight, so we'll just push that to the next meeting. And then also we will get an update on the HCA negotiations, but item number 5, we're not in a position to vote on the HCA agreement between the town and Lucky Green Ladies tonight, so we're gonna not take that one up as well. And under old business, because we don't have a full board here tonight, we're going to not take up the review and vote on the select board code of conduct. Okay, so just knock those out of the way while we're standing by. Looks like they're still not here, so, Mike, do you want to do the spring annual town meeting stuff?
I will. So what I ask is that the board set May 13th, 2024, 7 o'clock in the high school auditorium for the town meeting. And with that, the warrant would open immediately. Notification will go to all departments, boards, and committees tomorrow. And then the warrant would close on February 23rd. So if you could approve the date of May 13th, 2024 at 7 PM in the high school auditorium.
Okay, any questions for Mike? I don't have any issues with that date,
No,
or any questions about the date.
okay with that date.
Okay? All right,
I'll make a motion to set the spring annual town meeting date of May 13th, 2024.
I'll second.
okay, have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right, all set. And Mike, you want to give us the quick update on the HCA negotiations?
Sure. So with the Lucky Green Ladies, I think we're very close on that. We received updates from our attorney, which we forwarded to Lucky Green Ladies, and then their attorney was reviewing it and sent back comments. But where I was going away on vacation, I haven't had time to review them. And then I know on the other licenses that they're looking for, there have been two, where there was a change of our owner, they've been to the Economic Development Committee, and they reviewed it with them and are waiting to draft up a final HCA to bring back to the board. So hopefully we can have them both back soon.
Right.
I would expect that the Lucky Green Ladies should be back for your next meeting.
Okay, great, and I know,
The retail.
yeah, and I know the product manufacturing one that we're working through that final wording on, we're gonna kind of use that as the template for the retail, so that we're not writing them twice. So that
Yes.
seems like a good way to do it. So, okay, great. All right, we're gonna plow ahead. Let's go to the, what's next? Oh, discussion and or vote on Founder's Day Committee.
I'm coming.
So Melissa Niziolik is here from the Parks and Rec Commission, or the Parks and Rec Director, sorry, is here. So, yeah, so let's
Okay.
get an update on this.
So I believe I forwarded you all the names of 13 people that had responded to our call for volunteers to join the committee. I know some names, I don't know all the names, but I think 13 is a great place to start and get the committee going.
Yep, it's amazing. I was
So-
shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a couple calls and follow-up emails of people asking like, what's the next step? When am I gonna hear? When are we going? So I think that's a great feeling that people wanna get this going and everything. So I think that's great.
Awesome.
I did drop a couple of tips for action plans. Of what would be next. I can let you guys look at that for a second. Once you read through, let me know if you have any questions. Oh, Mike, sorry, I'll email this to you tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Didn't realize you were gonna zoom in.
There's a lot of stuff on here for Mike to do.
Wow.
So we can approve it tonight?
These are all Mike's, all of them.
It all says Mike. Thanks, Melissa. I think this is great. I think one of the things we need to do tonight is we need to sort of officially appoint the committee.
Sure.
So we have, I think we have all 13 names in here. Mike, do we need to go through and read all the names and then appoint the committee?
Yeah, I would just read all the names and then, or just say a motion to approve and read the names for the committee. Yeah.
Okay. And a quick question, would this committee be subject to open meeting law?
Yes.
Okay, so that's something to make sure everybody
Okay.
knows when we contact them.
Yep.
And we should probably give them, Mike, I don't know what kind of materials we have on open meeting law, we probably want to share that with them. We have anything?
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
because there'll be a subcommittee, essentially, I'm probably getting the terminology wrong, but there'll be a subcommittee of the select board, so therefore they're subject to open meeting law. So the meetings will have to be held in public, they'll have to have the public present if they want to be, and they'll have to submit minutes, all that, post agendas, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Would that be me contacting them with that information, or who lets them know? Just so I'm not dropping the ball somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good question. So, Mike, should that go through you, or contacting these folks, letting them know that they're
Subject to open meeting.
that they're subject to open meeting law, that they've been appointed. So how does kind of the handoff work at this point?
We'll draft a letter and send it to every one of them.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm happy to attend like the first meeting if they have any questions too.
Okay.
Okay, great. Yeah, because one of the things I see on here is selecting a select board committee member as the contact person. Do you want to volunteer to do that?
Sure, the caveat being as long as the meetings are at night. If they're noon meetings, then I can't do that.
Right, and I don't think you need to attend the meetings. It's just someone for them to reach out to if they have
Yeah.
questions and things
Yeah,
like that.
that's fine.
So-
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'll go ahead and make a motion to appoint the following individuals for the 2024 Founder's Day Committee. Mike, stop me if I'm saying anything wrong. And the following individuals: Amy Kulf, Stephen Bishop, Heather Rideout, Christopher Davis, Alicia Vi, Kevin Johnson, Brian Shurtleff, Dawn Michelenzi, Christine Lavoie, Kim Arena, Jasleen Shaw, Jennifer Roscoe, and Carol Zwicker. I'll take a motion to appoint those individuals pending their acceptance to the 2024 Norton Founders Day Committee.
Can you say so moved?
You can.
Okay. So moved.
All right.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, great. So we'll get the letters out to everybody, and then, if things change and somebody doesn't want to be on it or whatever, we'll kind of take that as it comes. And then I think the action plan is great. So we'll get this to the town manager.
Okay.
And then we can kind of go along here. Maybe if we can get an update. Well, let's try to get an update by the next meeting. Mike, does that sound reasonable? 2 weeks?
Okay.
Just to make sure that the letters have gone out, right? Make sure everybody's been notified and that things are moving along, because I know we got a tight time frame to
Yep.
work with.
One thing when I was drawing this up that I did notice was, and I think you had contacted the BFW, right? For this
Yes.
review. They do not want to partner this year.
Mm-hmm.
They want to keep them separate, which is totally fine. And I noted the date of the last day of school could be anywhere from June 12th to the 18th. And then that following weekend, the VFW is planning their carnival. When I did talk to Rick, he really didn't want to do anything before school lets out, because
Mhm.
they're still busy with the athletic fields and all that kind of stuff,
Yep.
which timeline-wise is then pushing this event out to...
Close to the 4th of July.
Close to 4th of July,
Yep.
which I'm not sure we want to do.
Yep.
So maybe this is an opportunity to kind of rebrand this a little bit and do it end of July, August, even the fall, as maybe Norton Day or something
Mhm.
else, since we've already kind of kicked it away from the actual Founder's Day of June 12th.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
Just a thought, it gives the timeline a little bit longer, and it seems like there's a lot going on at the end of school, graduation and all that kind of stuff, so
Yeah,
that's something for the committee to look at, as maybe that's not the time to do it, and maybe you can get a better deal on fireworks in like August and September,
sure.
possibly.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
couple thoughts.
I mean, I think we've been afforded the opportunity of, this has been a couple of years since we've had it. So if there's gonna be an opportunity to kind of kick it off with some new idea, in my opinion, new ideas, fresh ideas, you know, that we'd love to hear that kind of stuff from this committee. So
Yeah.
if it's dates, if it's ideas for entertainment, if it's fireworks, no fireworks, locations, whatever it is, you know, I don't think again, my opinion is, I don't think we have to be held to any kind of, well, it's always been on June, the third week in June, and we have to do it in the third week in June. If we think there's a better idea or, you know, a better time to hold it, then that kind of stuff I would love to see from the committee,
Right.
so.
I mean,
Yeah.
one thing you could do, I forgot which town is doing it, they're doing a logo contest. So if the group decides to rebrand it,
Mhm.
then you could do a logo contest to get even more town buy-in of having, you know, maybe one of the art students draw a new logo or something like that, come up with a new name and do that kind of thing, just to kind of even get more buy-in and that kind of thing. So,
Great, good ideas, love it.
Okay, I think
You
that
okay?
sounds great. Yep, I'm
okay.
good. All right,
I don't want to lose a chair here.
very good.
Not on my
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah, please, come on up. Just give us your name and address. Excuse me.
Kim Arena, 8 Fordham Drive. and
Hey,
I
you
just
were on
wanna
the
say
list.
I accept.
We're looking forward to it.
Me too, I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
All right,
And the event
Thank-
again,
thanks for coming, Kim. And thanks for volunteering.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
and a tidbit of the Founder's Day.
And I love seeing new names too that
Mhm.
are entering the volunteering world.
Yeah, and there's some, you know, I saw Brian's on there, so there's some business representation, which I think is also awesome, so.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, those guys have not joined.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if Charlene hasn't let them in, because I did send him the link, he said he got it.
Okay.
So we can continue on and
Okay. All right, so, all right, and thanks, Melissa, again, for all your work and for coming in and leading this.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead, Al.
Melissa, if more people show interest in helping, we direct them right to you. If there's anybody that wants to be on the committee, how many members are you looking for, or do you have any number in mind?
I think what we could do is
I
sort
think
of,
all hands on deck,
Yeah.
and I think, given my time constraints and everything,
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking for it to be its own entity. I'm glad to help, I'm glad to advise, but I can't necessarily lead the charge, because that's when I'm trying to do the pool and all the pickleball and all the other kind of entities that are trying to rebuild the park and rec program.
So would you say basically you're asking for a update in a couple of weeks or so, right?
yeah,
So maybe you'll have a point guard, so to speak,
Sure.
Yeah.
at that time, whether it's the chair or the committee or something like that, that we can let people know that if they're interested in helping.
Exactly, and in the meantime, if anybody reaches out to Park and Rec, since I was the one that put out the call, I'm happy to give them information and forward them on to the committee as a whole.
Good, just wanted to get that out there.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I think one of the things the committee would do is be reaching out for volunteers, right, to help with the committee to, you know, to sort of get things done, but the committee's gotta be the leader
Yep.
for this, so.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, there's multiple ways to get involved, right? If you don't wanna get appointed in the committee, you can
Right.
still attend and from the public voice
Sure.
your thoughts,
Yeah.
right? And also volunteering, to your point.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
And
is.
there needs to be a good amount of people
Yeah,
to be able to take on a handful of tasks each.
Yeah,
yeah.
Absolutely.
all right,
Okay,
great,
good,
cool.
thank you.
You're
Thank you. All right, I think that's everything under new business. so we'll move on to the town manager's report. Mike, you said you had a couple of items?
Sure. So I just want to, in case you haven't driven by there, let you know that the signals at North and South Washington were activated yesterday. The bike trail, the paving, it may be completed since I've been down here, but it should be completed from Mansfield Town Line to East Main Street. And I saw an email today from a member of the Alternative Transportation Committee. She sent an email to the engineer on the project, and she said, although I've been 100% for the building of this trail, I didn't expect to be so pleased with the taming of the old trail. It's lovely, and I'm sure the rest of it will be equally so.
That's great.
On the building projects, they're both progressing well. Last week, the septic tanks went in at both sites. And so now that those are in, they've started grading so that they can do the base coat for the parking lots at both sites. We've been a little bit held up at the senior center because we're waiting for state permits because 140 is a state highway. And we're looking for, we just got the water permit. We're still looking for gas, electric, and Verizon. So hopefully those move along quickly because it's important to get utilities into that building now because all the work's going on inside. And we gotta get the heat in there. And also at the senior center, the gas and the water and electric, all those are going into the parking lot, so we need those in before we can do that parking lot. I want to thank Steve Howard, Representative Howard. He's done a great job working to help us with the state on those permits. And also at the senior center, the furniture is now going out to bid. And they do expect to have the project completed in May. At the town hall, the framing continues, and they finished the first floor and are on the second floor. So both projects are moving along. And I just want to say, I know I saw it on the news today, and you may have seen it, a report that came out today that the EPA released new guidelines on lead water pipes. And so the directive is that all lead water mains have to be replaced within 10 years. And I just want to reassure everyone, Norton, that we don't have any lead water pipes in Norton. And we don't have any lead services either. There are a couple lead goosenecks connecting old pipes, but those are being replaced with using ARPA funds down on South Worcester in East Hodges Street.
Mike, can you hear me?
I can.
Nice, fantastic. This is Jeff from National Grid. How are you?
Hi, Jeff. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I've been on since 7:10.
All right, so Jeff, just give us a minute because we're going to have to reopen the public hearing and then we'll get to you,
I
okay?
can give me all the time you want. I've already been on this long.
I know. I apologize. I know you've already been waiting.
No, no stress. Listen, we made it through.
All right, so one more quick thing before we go to the public hearing. We did discuss the select board's dedication for the 23 town report. Mike, when do we need to have sort of a dedication written and ready for that? ASAP?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So we will discuss that. I'd rather have that with the full board here.
Okay.
To talk about that. We do have some ideas for some folks, or for at least one person we talked about at the last meeting that we might want to do that for. So, all right. All right. So I'll entertain a motion to reopen the public hearing for National Grid and Verizon.
I'll make a motion to open the meeting for National Grid and Verizon.
Okay.
Second,
Okay. Got to take a roll call vote. Denise?
yes.
Alec?
Yes.
And I am a yes. All right, so we are in the public hearing. I want to welcome Jeff from National Grid. Hi, Jeff.
Good evening. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I said this before, but you couldn't hear me. I was screaming into my phone. I think my neighbors thought I was going crazy.
Well, it's good to have you. We're glad you made it. I think, Jeff, maybe the best thing to do would be to just kind of give us an overview of what this project is and what you're requesting for tonight.
Yeah, so the overview is pretty simple. They're putting a house in between two existing houses, and there's no pole to feed them. And they're gonna go underground to that new pole in the street. And then the other poles that feed the houses on the sides of it are in front of those properties. So it would be a aerial trespass or even an underground trespass to feed them underground to those poles. So a pole is needed to feed that new service.
Okay? Pretty simple?
Pretty simple.
Okay. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions, including Mike Eunice? Do you have any questions?
Nope, I don't.
Make a motion to approve the petition of Massachusetts Electric Company, DBA National Grid, and Verizon New England, Inc. to locate poles, wires, and fixtures, including the necessary sustaining and protecting fixtures along and across the following public way. Pine Street, install one JO pole on 102 Pine Street. National Grid to install new pole 1188-50, 75 feet plus or minus north of P1189, W 40 foot C2.
Okay. So we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, and just for the record, there's no one from the public here in person, and I don't see anyone from the public joining us remotely. Mike, do we, I'm not sure, did we do that right? Do we vote in the public session, or do we close it and then vote?
No.
Was Alec answering that?
I think Alec was indicating that, yes, we probably should have closed it, right, and then we vote on it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You close the hearing to the public and then you vote.
All right, someday I'll get this right. Okay, so we've had the public hearing, no one from the public is here to comment, or cares to comment, and we've heard from the petitioner, so I'll take a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
And second, so hearing in a motion and a second, roll call vote, Denise,
Yes.
Alec,
Yes.
and I too am a yes. Okay, we're back in the public session. Does Alec, I'm sorry, I'm gonna make you do that again,
That's
because you
okay.
haven't done enough reading
Make
tonight.
a motion to approve the petition of Massachusetts Electric Company, DBA National Grid, and Verizon New England, Inc. to locate poles, wires, and fixtures, including the necessary sustaining and protecting fixtures along and across the following public way. Pine Street, install one JO pole on 102 Pine Street. National Grid to install new pole 1188-50, 75 feet plus or minus north of P1189, W/40 foot C2.
Okay, we have a motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, Jeff, that was a lot of waiting around for a quick performance for us.
We pushed through it, and that's all that matters. And you guys didn't push it off to another day, which is, I greatly appreciate.
No problem, and we appreciate you coming tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, have a fantastic night, everybody.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, Mike, you have anything else?
I do not, I'm all set.
All right, and then I'll approve the warrants as printed in the agenda. We have a meeting agenda we have a date for the next meeting of December 7th.
That's next week, right?
And I think that probably should be December 14th.
Yeah, I will definitely not be here next week.
Yeah.
I cannot
That
do the
would
4th.
be the next regularly scheduled to get you guys back on track from your flip-flop dates in November.
Okay. All right. I don't think we're going to be ready for a meeting on December 7th. I don't think we need to have a meeting on December 7th.
It's kinda
I won't
close.
be there on December 7th.
You say you won't be?
He's not going to be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna be,
I won't be back.
All right, so I'm gonna, we can talk about this offline because it's a scheduling matter, but but Jen will probably look at December 14th for the next meeting. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
all right. Okay, with no executive session tonight, so I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. All right, not quite record time, but close.